I loved Primetime Panic 1. There was something special about those made-for-TV movies of the 70s, 80s that seems to be a lost art now. So when the second set was announced, I was eager to dive into this one. Jumping straight into the first film, The Death of Richie from 1977. This has got a fantastic cast. You've got Ben Gazzara as the father of Richie, Aileen Brennan as the mother, and you have Robbie Benson as Richie himself. And this is a tale about drugs and the effects drugs can have on the youth. At the start of this one, Richie's a kid who's having fun. He's delving and dabbling in a few different drugs, but he can't handle his high. It's affecting his life, it's affecting his relationship with his parents, it's affecting his mental faculties. He is struggling to kind of deal with just life.
Hello, officer.
As he sees his scholastic career kind of go downhill, we kind of know that Richie is not going to have a happy ending. The title of the movie is The Death of Richie. As it opens up, we get to see the funeral of this character, his friends, his family, as they all come together to pay their last respects. And we kind of watch this wonderful movie with great performances as we see the impact that Richie has on his family, as the drugs have on him, how he's constantly looking for help. It's a boy in trouble, a boy screaming for help, and nobody there are able to really make the steps to help him.
Richie? Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Richie!
And this is one of the great things about the movie. Ben Gazzara is just wonderful as the father who wants to straighten out his son, who is willing to make the tough decisions, who just needs to follow through on them, who needs to make the little steps, who doesn't see the benefit in making these steps, who feels that things have gone far too long, who can't handle his son. There's a kind of toxic relationship there where rather than sitting down and talking, it just devolves into shouting and threats and actions of violence, which just confound the situation.
We've done our best to give you everything to make you happy.
Oh, sure. You go through the motions and people are watching, but you don't mean it.
And then watching the struggle of Richie as he tries to turn his life about, as he does fun things, as he makes steps, as he moves away from drugs, gets a job. But you have that feeling that all the way in the background is just someone just reeling him back in, getting him back into that lifestyle, and every time he falls back into that rut, it's in a deeper way. It's more of a struggle to get back out of it, as you kind of see this character just worn down by life as it is, without that insight or help to get out of this situation. It was really great to watch this one, but you have that feeling all the way through of missed opportunities as you're watching the film, because it does what it's supposed to do really well, highlighting the issues. It gives you, or gives the character, so many opportunities to escape from these situations, to make the right choice, and you almost feel this dread as the characters never take these chances that they have.
Well, she has a son who had a drug problem, and ever since they've been going to the clinic, he's been doing a whole lot better.
Richie won't go.
He would if you went with him, if we all went together. It is a family problem.
Richie's the family problem. He's the only problem this family's got.
I felt sorry for Richie. I felt that he was a character who was struggling to find his place in this world, and turned to substance to help him through that, and it ultimately just made everything worse for him, and it was just like a never-ending cycle. Impactful, interesting, kind of one of those movies where you're like, you're engaged and you're watching it, but you don't want to go any further because you kind of know roughly how it's going to end. Yeah, The Death of Richie was a great film, which could have been lost to the test of time, but thankfully Fin City Editions have released it in this great set. I'm eager to check out the other movies in this now, to see what other TV movie wonderful films that we've got to experience. I would love to know your thoughts on The Death of Richie. If you've seen it, did you love it, hate it? Did you pick up this set? Are you going to pick it up? Let me know in the comment box. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always in which you could support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.